Actually, I want to do this video because I think it's very important that we understand what our children's love language is. And the reason I think this is important is because how many people have you met, or maybe even you're one of those people where you grew up and you kind of felt like, I knew my parents loved me, but I didn't feel it. And I think this is because our parents' love language could be, I don't know, acts of service, and your love language could be words of affirmation. So, it's very easy to see then if your parent is always very giving, doing lots of things for you, like cooking, cleaning, just general care, and that's how they're showing their love. But you need to hear it through words like, oh, you look great today, you look beautiful, and oh, I really enjoyed hearing that story from you, have you got any more interesting ones? Or oh, you're just really funny. I just love your humour and who you are as a person. And so that's why it's important, I think, to find out what our children's love language is, so that we can communicate our love to them in a way where they actually feel loved and we know that they're feeling love. So for anybody that isn't aware of what the love languages are, I'll put them up here. So first there's like words of affirmation. So words of affirmation, like I said, it's just saying nice things and genuine things. You don't have to lie, but nice things, you look great, I love you. I was really impressed by how you did this or handled that. Next one then is acts of service, which I said already again, which is just like, it could be putting a bin out or making a bed or just basically cleaning up after yourself or doing that little bit extra. Then we have physical touch. So that could be when you see your child and we're like, hey, morning, giving them a nice little touch on the arm, like, oh, come give me a hug. And if you're sitting or they're talking, just either touching them, stroking them, letting them know, So that's physical touch. And then we have gifts. So it's not necessarily about the monetary value of the gift, but it's just more so that you are thinking about that person. So one of my children, actually, their love language is gifts. So even if it's like I've made something for them, it's just that like, oh, wow, like it's just the time, the energy, the thought that goes into it. Like I said, it's not like big, massive things. It doesn't have to be big, massive things. Okay. And then the last one is quality time. And it's not quality time doing what you want to do. It's quality time doing what your child wants to do. So that could be watch a movie together, play a game together, go for a walk together. And it's very important to know that we are usually like dominant in one of the love languages, but there can be a close second. And also, it's also very important to make sure that you are communicating to your child in all the ways of love languages. And that's because when they get older, it's going to be a lot easier for them to express their love in ways that they've been exposed to and that they're aware of. So one very simple way you can find out your child's love languages is just asking them. So there's two questions you can ask them. So one question is, how do you know I love you? What things is it that I do that tells you that I love you? How do you know that? And so they could say like, oh, we watch films together, or we play games together. Or they could say, oh, you tell me I look nice, you tell me I look pretty. Or it could be like, oh, you buy me things. So that could be one way. And if they say they're not really sure, then you can say, okay, that's fine. Then ask them, can they tell you how do they let you know that they love you, or their other parent or a grandparent? Like, what do they do to show that person that they love them? And so that will also give you insight into what it is. And they could say, so for example, my children, so I have 4. So my oldest, their love language is quality time and words of affirmation. And I've got to say, I suck at that. Well, I have done for a long time. And it's something that I'm continually having to work on. And the reason that is because, firstly, words of affirmation is not something I received as a child. And it's just not been it's probably been my weakest love language for a very long time. So it's something like over the past like 5, 6, 7 years I'm continually having to work on. And then the other one is my daughter, the oldest one, because she's a bit of a night owl, so she comes alive and has energy at the night, but I'm a morning person. And so by the time it gets to like 6, 7 o'clock, like I'm done. I'm so depleted with my energy that it really takes a lot to be able to then give. So I have to work very hard on that. And also because they're a teenager, I have to be very careful in the morning for the first thing not to come out of my mouth of like, oh, can you do your dishes, or can you do this or do that? Because although it's only once or twice, like over a long period of time, that really, really adds up. So my next child, their love language is quality time together, and theirs is usually expressed like, oh, can you come and jump on the trampoline with me, or can we do this today, or can we do that today? It's just wanting to spend time. And then my other 2, my youngest 2, both twins, both twins sounds funny, well, they're twins. One of them is gifts, and then the other one is words of affirmation and quality time. And like I said, I didn't have so much like words of affirmation when I was a child, so is something that I am continuously working on and being more conscious about. And so, you know, I think it's okay. I think as long as we know where we can improve and we're working on that, it's half the battle, just even having the awareness, right? So anyway, if you've got this far, please, I'd love to know, share in the comments. I mean, if you're already aware of your love language, you might actually be able to help other people. Sorry, not your love language, your child's love language. If you're aware of your child's love language, just share in the comments, what do you do? Like, what things do you say for your child, or what things for spending time together do you do, or you like, or have you found it very easy, or was it very tricky for you as well, if you knew that that's a love language that you're not particularly strong in and that you have to work at? I'm really curious to know, and as I said, it might actually help somebody else out. So gonna leave it there. Thank you so much, and I really hope that you got something from this video to just help you as a family just be closer and have more connected and wonderful times together. Much love and blessings. Bye.